To say that I feel connected to all of you and miss you dearly is a hopeless understatement. But we still have memories to hold on to, and this is why I'll remember you. Justina Beard, I think you were scared of me when I first got here for your freshman year. But it's been a privilege seeing you grow musically, both in the alto section and on the violin. I'm really glad you decided to do vocal jazz this year. Essie Bustamante, and you can raise your hand, so they know who you are. Essie Bustamante. Essie, you're known as a very quiet person, but you're like my secret agent alto. You can just sneak up on anyone and have this amazing alto voice that can fill up a room. I really respect that. I think that's awesome. Kate Colin. You're my exclusive Kenny's register cashier. I won't give my business to anyone else. And you're always a positive influence on the choir. Annika Kubal, in the choral realm of the world, I'll remember Annika for her participation in district and region chorus this past year, and the countless hours we spent together, holed up in the choir room, working on audition music, even as the sun went down. I think we can agree it was totally worth it. We'll also remember the many lonely hours in the school van with just the two of us, listening to music that you probably don't even like. Annika also helped me in the autistic and multiple disabilities music class this year, which was a huge help. Lindsay Dove. I feel bad for Lindsay because it seems like whenever I go over to the altos to sing directly in front of them, I somehow always end up in front of her. Lucky for her, I try to use deodorant and mouthwash. However, she's probably lost a good bit of hearing in both ears, so you can forward the medical bills to my address. Ashley Firsterman. Because of her co-op placement this year, Ashley was in concert choir less often than most. I was really impressed, however, with how she seemed to know the music, despite all of that. Ashley always had a smile on her face when I went in my room. Emily Forbes. Speaking of smiles, how infectious is Emily's smile? And she backs it up with a beautiful alto voice. I'm really happy that she joined Expressions this year. From day one, Emily has been one of the most positive students I've met at Spring Grove. Michaela Frankenfield. While on the subject of positivity, Michaela certainly doesn't disappoint. I'll remember Michaela because she cares tremendously about what she does. She pours her heart and soul into every rehearsal, every sectional, and every concert. Thank you, Michaela. Emily Golden. Emily is a very conscientious singer who is eager to learn and is always welcome to suggestions. Because of this, she has really blossomed into a fine singer. I know that same type of openness will take her far in life. Danielle Gregory. Danielle, I will remember you for your sophomore year. The sectional schedule was really weird back then, and it ended up that Danielle had a sectional all to herself for an entire semester. So she had a private lesson with me, who she just met, every 6 days. While some sophomores would have run and hide, Danielle was a real champ. She acted like there was nothing weird about the situation and just sang as loud as if there were 20 other people in the room with her. That takes a lot of guts. Abby Hinson. Abby was a latecomer to the choir, joining choir for her senior year. Better late than never, I say, and she was able to fit right into the group as if she had been there ever since freshman year. Welcome to the group, Abby. Aaron Kane. Aaron is a very busy young man who joined choir his junior year. I remember Aaron for his stage roles and for his rather subtle humor. He was a reliable member of the men's section. Megan Kuhn. Megan brings a tremendous amount of leadership to the soprano section. She goes about her business with a quiet determination that is a model of excellence for the underclassmen. I will remember Megan for the fun times I saw her have on our 2 music trips to Cleveland and Nashville. Alexis Long. Alexis is another senior who took until her senior year to join concert choir, but I'm so glad she did. She's a tremendously respectful young lady with a beautiful soprano voice. With her type of openness to new ideas, she'll definitely succeed at the next level in her life. Katie Luckenball. I remember Katie for the piano accompaniment that she has provided on several pieces throughout the years. She always emails me when she's going to miss a rehearsal or sectional, and I love that type of organization. Her future bosses will love that too. Steph Mathias. Steph is great because she is always so happy to be in class and sing. I can see in her face that she loves what she is doing. She makes a point of saying hi to me in the hallways, even if it's far, far down the hallway. I'll remember Steph for her drive to always want to keep improving. You've done it, Steph. Cody Messersmith.
My boy.
Cody waited until junior year to join choir, but when he did, he went head first. Seriously, man, what took you so long? He's a member of just about every musical ensemble that we have here. I will remember Cody for his grunts of approval and his participation in the song My Defenses Are Down from Annie Get Your Gun. Neil Myers. Neil is another important member of our tenor section. He is seemingly friends with everyone. Neil is a really fun student who's revolutionized the way I think about hair. Neil Myers never has a bad hair day. Becca Nelson. I remember Becca because I never seem to remember what sectional she was in, and I think I confused myself more than I ever confused her. How many times did you have to tell me you were in sectional group N this year? I'm really sorry. Is Kayla Power? Could it Kayla Power? Couldn't make it, unfortunately. Kayla Power is another senior who will be missing at the end of the year. Taylor Rickroad. Taylor joined choir at the beginning of her junior year and quickly joined vocal jazz and expressions as well. I'll remember Taylor for those first few rehearsals she was in choir last year, when this new door seemingly opened to her. She had a never-ceasing smile. She was singing on her way out the door. I'm glad that she had the opportunity to discover the power of choral music. Caitlin Schmidt. Kate is a big fan of the first piece we sang tonight, Wade in the Water. No, she's not. Kate was the president of Triumph Music Honor Society this past year, and she did a tremendous job in this brand new organization for us. I'll remember Kate for those pre-homeroom good mornings when I would see her in the hall early every day. My mornings won't be complete without it next year. Larry Sedgwick. I can always count on Larry. I mean, always. The fact that this man wasn't on salary for the past 4 years is a steal bigger than the Babe Ruth trade. He will be president one day, president of either some hospital or government or Fortune 500 company, and I would kill for singing posture like Larry's. It'll be easy to remember Larry because when I grow up, I want to be like Larry said. Amelia Schubert. Perhaps it's because of her background in theater, but I've always admired Amelia's diction and enunciation. It's like hearing flowers speak when I listen to Amelia talk. I'll remember Amelia because I can always see the thought process in her head when she sings, making constant notes on what she's doing wrong, what she's doing right, and what she needs to improve on the next time we sing through the song. It's pretty cool. Shelby Spencer. Shelby is another senior who is heavily involved in the drama department here. I'll remember Shelby for a sectional group she was in last year. It was literally 10 men and her. She switched from soprano to alto this year, and I think if she would have been in that sectional group any longer, she might have moved all the way down to bass. Showing up each sectional took a lot of guts, but I'm glad she did it. Faith Toman. Faith is an outstanding soprano, as you already heard tonight. Within each section, the students are organized by height for obvious reasons. I'd always wished that Faith was like 8 feet tall, so she could stand in the back row, and if another soprano forgot how the part went, they could hear Faith's voice from the back and be able to find their way back on course. I'll remember Faith for her ability to help lead the soprano section with her voice alone. Jake Kaczynski. Jake is a utility man for me. He can play piano when called upon, sing tenor, sing bass when the need arises, whatever. He works incredibly hard in the practice room to keep up with all his musical responsibilities. He's a friend to all. I remember Jake for his scene-stealing one-liner in My Defenses Are Down from the musical this year. You had us at Frank, Jake. Megan Utz. Megan has a warm, dark alto voice that really blends in well with the rest of the section. She has made several pieces of art from my office window, including one regarding my coffee addiction. Megan will be remembered for her, hi Mr. Buterbaugh, and willingness to always go above and beyond. Kathleen Varula. Kathleen is a smiling soprano who has really worked hard to learn the ins and the outs of music. I think taking AP Music Theory this year really helped. I remember Kathleen for being willing to seek help and really care about what she's doing. Thank you for your hard work, Kathleen. Zoe Wilderson. I never really got to know Zoe. I'm kidding, of course. I was first told of Zoe quite seriously during my interview for this job. Despite being an alto, she makes for a great soprano as well. I will remember Zoe for a day back in the summer after my first year on the job. I was randomly in working one afternoon, and I walked by the cafeteria, and the football team was practicing at the time, and they were in for their break eating lunch. As I'm making my way down the hall, I hear from behind me, Mr. B! And a pair of feet running me down like a police car in pursuit. I am promptly tackled to the ground, in front of the football team, mind you, by Zoe Wilson. If I didn't realize it before then, I realized then that I had a pretty special kid on my hand for 2 more years. I feel very lucky for that. And Zoe, thanks for spitting out your gum for tonight's concert. Winley Willauer. It took me until about March to come to terms with the fact that Winley Willauer was graduating this year. Seriously, I'm going to need to see a diploma. Winley is an exciting student because she always lets me know how she's feeling. If it's a good day, I know. If it's a bad day, I know. I'll remember Winley for her pristine sectional attendance. Hunter Wolf. Hunter Wolf is a very busy individual who's an important member of our tenor section. I will remember Hunter for his short jokes and fake handshakes that he gave me my first year here. Sarah Worley. Last but not least, Sarah Worley will be missed in our soprano section. Sarah quietly goes about her business and is the first person to let me know she'll be missing a sectional because of a test in another class. I'll remember Sarah because she always had a worried look on her face when I start complimenting her voice, like she had done something wrong. Sarah, you should know by now, when I compliment something, I really do mean it. 34 of them. They will be missed. Please join me in congratulating the senior members of the Spring Grove Concert Choir. Seniors, you know I can get emotional over things like this, so I'm not going to say much more. Just know that I will miss you dearly, more than words and perhaps even song could describe. The next song after this activity is dedicated to the class of 2013. And Jesse, you're graduating! Jesse is in my homeroom, and Jesse always gives me the good morning cheer when he comes in, whether he looks tired or just cheerful as day. We can always count on Jesse, and Jesse sits in the first row and probably has taken a lot of spray from my mouth over the years. So we always... Sorry, Jesse. I triple checked. I want the guidance about this. I'll figure it out. We'll start, Jesse. Congratulations, team.
I just have one quick thing before we continue with the concert, but tonight I'm speaking on behalf of all the vocal groups, especially the seniors. Mr. B, no one, not even I, can put to words just how important you are to this school, its music programs, and your students. Your devotion to your work is one all educators should model. You've always made it a point to stress not only the importance of the finished product, this concert, but the journey to get here. Unlike your favorite TV show, Glee, your focus is on our journey together, making beautiful music. Of course, leaving room for a few laughs along the way. You push us beyond what we previously thought were our limits and inspire us to become better musicians and all-around better people. I think I speak on behalf of all the students when I say, no matter where I go, you'll always be a part of me. Thank you, Mr. B. And to show our appreciation, the chorus and choir have chipped in to get you and Julie a gift certificate to go to dinner. And also the seniors have, have signed this poster with the melody line from our senior song, which we will be singing very shortly on this poster. So.